You got Android, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Are you familiar with Google Assistant where you used to say, hey, Google, call this number? Hey, Google, pull up my calendar. Did you ever do that with your phone?
I am familiar with it, but I've never done it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anybody that has a Google phone, we're going to go ahead and tell you some things are changing. Google is officially turning off the old school Google Assistant on all Android phones, tablets, and smartwatches. And Android Auto starting September 4th. So Labor Day weekend, it's a wrap. They're forcing everyone to Gemini, their new generative AI tool. And basically, they're saying that there's no option, absolutely none, nada, to switch back once the update hits your device. So you got to do an update. And when you do that update, it's a wrap. Basically, they're saying they're pulling the plug on the old voice assistant where you used to say, hey, Google, and then the thing would pop up and then you'd say whatever you want to do. And they said, or you could hold the power button. And they said, now it's going to be Gemini that's going to answer you instead. Now, they were supposed to do this last year in 2025, but they pushed it back to give Gemini time to catch up, to work on some developments, and kind of make things a little bit easier. But they said, nah, we're not going to do that. We gave you a year. Now it's time to officially go into the new phase or the new chapter of Google. Now, this update covers all Android phones, tablets, smartwatches, connected to your headphones and Android Auto. But if you have a Google TV or a Google Home smart speakers, those are going to stay on the old system for now until Google sends out a separate update for them a little bit later on. So they're saying, hey, if you got Google, we love you. But if you got Google, unfortunately, we're going to have to, just it's time to upgrade. It's time to level up. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So you see it right there on the screen, Gemini versus the Google Assistant. So 5 things that you should know. You do not have to speak like a robot or memorize the exact command or phrases. Gemini understands natural, full sentence dialogues, even if you stutter or pause. Before, if you messed up, you had to press the button again and hey Google, and that would be it, right? I know Revis would play with Alexa and say, hey Alexa, play James Brown. Sorry if your thing just went off, but it would be the same thing with hey Google, play James Brown, and then it would just go off. But now no longer. Okay. You can ask it to draft a long email to a contractor. It can summarize a lengthy text message or organize notes for a family gathering, and all in one step. So all you got to do is just say, Gemini, press the button and say, summarize this. And it will do that with Gemini. So they're basically trying to make this a little bit simpler for you. So I know you're accustomed to the old school way, but the new school way is where they're saying, come on, time to pull up. Instead of giving you basic search links, it can help you plan your travel routes or look up detailed home repair steps directly through voice. So you can say, hey, I'm having a problem with my iPhone, with my Android phone. How do I do this? And it will literally give you step-by-step instructions on how to do that. And then also, when driving, you can ask it the open-ended questions about business hours or location details without tapping your screen to look up a phone number. Now, they're also saying you can give it context like, remind me to call the doctor when I get home, or draft me a text to my significant other about dinner. It can handle multiple thought processes all at once. All right, so this is actually good. I don't want people to say, I like the old way better. Also, if an error code pops up on an appliance, you can tell the phone what is happening and ask for step-by-step diagnostic advice without searching endless message boards. I don't know if you really messed with Gemini, but you could literally point at the sink and say, this is what it's doing. You can point at the washer and dryer. They even have a video mode that you can turn on your phone and say, hey, what is this? And then you could point at it and ask it a regular question as if you're talking to a human, and it will break it down to you. What's my tire size? It will pull it up. Managing daily schedules and reminders. You can set complex reminders based on context, such as setting a notification that triggers only when you arrive at a specific hardware store. You can talk what you want to say to a landlord, mechanic, or insurance adjuster, and then let the system organize it into a clear professional email. Hey, I need you to write an email to the contractor about how he messed up, how I expect a refund, and how I need these new next action steps to happen. Give it to me in a professional tone without me being angry. With the old assistant, you did not have to say the exact right phrase. It would fail or give you a generic web search. Well, with Gemini, it lets you talk like you're just talking to me right now, right? So can it do this? Can it do that? Just ask it the question. It's like a regular person sitting in the room with you, which makes controlling your phone much easier for folks who hate navigating through complex menus. All right. So, some things that you really need to know about real quick. Traditional Google Assistant gave you instant answers for simple things like turning on a light or setting an alarm, whereas Gemini is going to take a little bit longer to process the command. So it's not going to give you the answer like it would do it with Gemini Assistant, but it's going to give you the complex thought, the answers, and the breakdown all once it gets through with its processing. Also, reports show Gemini sometimes fails at simple tasks like requiring you to unlock your phone just to change the thermostat or giving you a word definition instead of dialing a contact. So still working in the bug phases, but hey, it's coming along. And then no going back. Once September 4th hits, they're basically saying that's it. Once you update that device, Google is completely removing the assistant and you cannot toggle back. That's basically what it is. Devices running on older Android operating systems or low memory specs like the Android Go. Some people who go to Metro PCS or Boost, they go get the Android Go's phones. Unfortunately, you will lose the assistant and you will not be able to get Gemini. That is not good. So you will not have an assistant, but unfortunately, it's time to level up, as they call it, right? So the question that I have for you, if you're watching on your phone, we'd love for you to interact with us in real time. Let us know. How do you feel about Google Assistant shutting down? If you're watching on your phone, 1, I use Google Assistant every day. Don't change what works. 2, I'll give Gemini a chance if it makes my life easier. 3, I don't trust AI listening to more of my conversations. 4, who cares? I don't use assistants anyway. Or 5, if it can remind me of my appointments, I don't care. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. Revis, talk to me, man. What you think?
4 all day. I don't use it anyway, so I don't care. My thing is, did we jump on this before Apple? Or do Apple have this already?
No, they don't have this.
And then the thing about it, well, I use Gemini anyway, but now that you're saying that I can actually just talk to it and do that there, and it understands when you stutter, so I'll be like, the live text show. I think it will understand that, right?
Yeah, it'll understand all of that, bro. It'll understand all of that since you want to be funny. So yeah, that this guy right here. Let me see. James Hicks says, we old school, player. We old school. Let me see. They saying, I hate it, but I will go with number 2. Okay. They said they hate it, but they're going to go with number 2. Number 2 says, I'll give Gemini a chance if it makes my life easier. Trust me, it's going to make your life easy. You can literally ask it any question. Now, what I don't think a lot of people know is about the video feature. And let me get this right here. The video feature right here. So you open up Gemini, and then if you look on, and this, now they have this on iOS devices. So Gemini will work on your iOS device if you're an Apple user, but I don't believe you get the video feature. But if you're on Android, you get the video feature. If you look on the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see 3 lines. And when you point it at the 3 lines, and we've done this on the show before, it will start talking to you, but there's a video version of it, and you could literally point it, right? And I'm going to point it right here and say, what is this and what can it do?
That's an Elgato Stream Deck, a powerful tool for controlling your live streams and automating various tasks during your productions.
So what's so special about it? What can I do special about my live show?
Looking at your setup, you can use those customizable keys to instantly switch camera feeds, trigger graphics, or play different audio elements, all with a single tap. It looks like you have buttons configured for specific segments, guest transitions, and music cues, which makes producing a show like yours much smoother and more dynamic.
So I have a Stream Deck that's sitting right here, And I literally just opened up the phone, pressed the video mode, and I pointed at whatever I wanted it to point at. Right now, I got a lottery ticket right here. You see the lottery ticket. Hopefully, I win tomorrow. And if I call you, you get one call. If you don't answer, what they say, one call, that's all. That's all you're getting. If I win, or when I win, shall we say, I'll give you a call. You don't answer. You know how I move. I like to disappear. What is this right here? And what's my chances of winning?
That's a Georgia Powerball ticket. For the Powerball, your odds of winning the jackpot are about 1 in 292.2 million.
So you can literally, if you have Gemini already on your phone, you should take some free time and play with it and see how it works. And I challenge you to play with it this week. I challenge you to play with it over the weekend while you're laying in the bed, while you're just sitting at your appointment. Just see what it can do. Just point at it, talk to it, do what you do. If you have iOS, if you have Apple phones, you can download the Gemini app. I don't know if you can get the actual video feature, but you can still get the audio feature. And then you can go into the settings and change the voice and find the voice that likes you. As James Hicks likes to say, I got Wanda on my phone. I got the black voice, the sister. But you find the voice that works for you and you go from there. Revis, any other thoughts?
No, I use Google anyway. So if it's going to make it easier for me, I got to go with that. Like I said, I don't use the assistant anyway. So, hey, I don't see any problem with this right here. It won't be too hard of a transition for me.
Okay, well, that's what's up. Well, somebody said, not gonna lie, that is kind of fire. If you didn't know this, she said, I need to try that. Come on, Sheila Baker. Sheila Baker said, I need to try that. Come on, Talk Boy. You know what? We're going to do AI classes next week, Saturday school. Shout out to Shirley Polk. She said we're going to call it Saturday school. So group session, Saturday school, all right? I'll come up with a flyer for next Wednesday. And anybody that's interested, now there is a fee behind this, but we'll do an AI intro, not a medium, not an advanced, intro to AI. And I think we'll focus more on Gemini as opposed to the other LLMs. So a group session can be set up to where you guys can see some of the features that can work inside of it. All right. Revis, anything else you want to share with the people? Topic about this stuff.
I think it's a good thing because you got people like Hit the Spot 1006 that stutters. And if the thing is going to understand what she's saying, hey, there it is. I'm just saying it's going to understand it. Understand better.
You know she over there. You know she doing that to you right now, mother.
Right, of course. Yeah, because I'm telling her business. I know ain't nobody supposed to know you stutter like that. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Well, look, this is what the audience said. They said, I'll give Gemini a chance if it'll make my life easier. So, yeah, make sure you mess with it. September 4th, that's just what it is. And Hit the Spot 1006, get him in the comments. You know his segment is coming up. So if he don't deliver, Hit the Spot 1006. Get him.
Tap in with us. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. We simplify it for you. You can't say we didn't tell you. See y'all there. Don't miss out.